Okay, hey guys. So I decided to take you all on a walk today and talk about, exactly what this title is, being the ugly duckling, being the weird one out. And I decided I need to be making videos like this because if I'm waiting around to have like the perfect setting and like lighting and editing is like never gonna happen. You all know that, okay? So you've been watching my channels for years. Some of the channels that inspired me were these totally casual, chill, unedited videos. Like this is real life, okay? So let's go for a walk in the park, and then I'm gonna go get my coffee, and we're all gonna have a beautiful day. So yes, I'm still in Mexico. I have a lot of healing and growth to do from overcoming my ugly duckling program. Now, the ugly duckling, it could be, your looks, or it could just be that you're different, right? Maybe you think differently. Maybe you're not negative or, a loser like the people you grew up around. And a really great way of thinking of this is, what would happen? I heard this recently and I absolutely loved it. If you gave a crackhead a Birkin. Now, a Birkin is this bag that, people who are into designers are obsessed with. I don't know. It's like, was it like $30,000 bag? Some ridiculous thing. And if you gave a crackhead a Birkin, they wouldn't know what it was. They wouldn't care less. They would put their drugs in it. They might use it to sleep on the ground at night, get it all scuffed up and dirty. And if someone came along and said, hey, I'll give you, a crack pipe for that bag, they'd be like, oh, sure, great deal, not knowing what they had. So basically, when we come from these environments where we're taught that, our value is low, that we're not worth anything, or that we don't fit in, we start to think of ourselves in this way with a low value, and we may allow people to treat us in that way. Now, I have been guilty of this. Usually it takes me a while before I kind of realize it, and then I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm out of here, right? As soon as you're around someone who's just like making you feel terrible when you're a legit good person, criticizing you or whatever it is, I don't put up with that anymore. But these people, they can kind of sense it on you, when you've been through it before. Anyway, this is the point. Never lower your standards for anybody. Don't give yourself to crackheads and then complain when they treat you badly, right? And that analogy kind of just like hit home for me. A lot of people, they've never had a good quality person or a good quality friend in their life. And when you show up, they just try to treat you the way they've treated, all the other people. And that might not be for you. Look at this park. My favorite thing is the way the trees sway against the sky. Isn't that gorgeous? And another of my favorite things in this park is the Jasmine Bush. There is a Jasmine Bush here, and the smell is divine. That's what I love about living here. It's been like a real feast for the senses. Just things my eyes, sights my eyes have never tasted before. The smell of the ripe fruit trees, the flowers constantly, like I'm blown away. I used to work in a makeup department and smell synthetic perfumes all day and have autoimmune symptoms and all kinds of health problems. And now my senses are really opened up. And even just today, I was laying in my room with all the windows open. And you can hear that sound now, the trees, the wind blowing in the trees, the birds. And I listened to that for like maybe an hour or 2 hours just lying there, recovering. Because, the place that we come from is so different than this hell on earth. It's hell on earth with pockets of heaven. But coming here is a shock to the system for those of us who are more in a different world than this one. But yeah, that the story of the ugly duckling, the one who was raised around all these little chicks, and the chicks were small and bright yellow. And this will be the thumbnail. Hold on. Wait. There you go. There's something so dehumanizing about being a YouTuber making thumbnails in a video. I remember I saw Shane Dawson did this once. He's like, yeah, this is what I do at the end of every video. Okay, so yeah. And the ugly duckling was big and gray, not small and yellow. And so they were like, man, you're so ugly. And they made fun of this ugly duckling all the time. And what happened? Those ducks grew up to become ducks. And that ugly duckling was actually a swan. Who didn't know? Who knew? Who knew? Oh my God, look at how many mangoes are on this tree. There's that's probably like 100 mangoes right there. And look right above my head, how many mangoes. Unbelievable. And then usually they fall to the ground. And yeah, some people pick them and take them and eat them. Sometimes the bugs or the animals get them. The birds love them. So yeah. Okay, I'm back sooner than I thought I would be. I got my little coffee. This is like a Tim Hortons ice cap, but it's like the Mexico version. It costs $1. And is it healthy? No, but it gives me writing power. Like the caffeine is strong with this one, and I got a lot of work to do. Okay, so I forgot to speak to you guys in my most treasured love language, sales and selling things. So this video is about being the ugly duckling, and that could be based on how you look or who you are. But for me, I was definitely about how I looked. Okay, I was often the only brown skinned person anywhere in any space. I grew up in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and man, my entire life I've been putting myself into these spaces where nobody looks like me, and I always thought it didn't make a difference. I always believed oh yeah, just be colorblind, treat people how you want to be treated, blah blah blah. It doesn't work like that all the time, guys. In fact, it doesn't work like that the majority of the time. And I wrote about all of the crazy racial experiences I've had in my ebook. I know a lot of you have already gotten it. It's called I Thought I Was White, because I did, guys. Okay, it describes the day I realized I wasn't white, and you need to check this book out and hear about it. It's got also the crazy racial stories from my lifetime. It's an audiobook, so you get to listen to it. It's super fun and funny. People are absolutely loving it. Check it out. The link will be below. And yeah, let me know what you think of it, okay? Thanks. Time to get back to work. So don't let this world or the people in it make you feel like you are an ugly duckling when you're really a swan. Don't put your standards down because you were taught horrible things about yourself as a child. Now, I'm sitting here telling you don't do this, but the reality is people think they have free will. You don't. We just run on programs from our subconscious mind based on what we experienced when we were children under the age of 12, okay? So whatever you're experiencing in your life is what you were conditioned to believe about yourself, and you need to change your brain in order to fix it. It's like if you were watching a movie, right? The movie's already been written, and you're sitting there going, oh no, I don't like this ending. Change the ending, change the ending. Nothing's gonna happen until you get in there, you take that tape. You guys remember videotapes? You need to take out that piece of the tape that has the thing you don't like, cut it out and replace it with something else. Otherwise, it's not gonna change. The ending's always gonna be the same. No matter how much you yell at the screen, pray at the screen, pray your affirmations, take out your little crystals, whatever, the story isn't going to change until you change the physical wiring. Okay? And that's the program that I'm putting out soon that will be helping people to do, because I did that for myself. It was damn difficult, but I'm like, holy shit, like things are changing. I'm a different person. And you guys, I lost monetization on my YouTube channel a while back. Yeah, I finally got it back. So I looked, I'm like, my channel made $5 last week. Like, I haven't done anything. So it's so inspiring, you know, just know that there's so many easy ways to make money out of the ether. You know, there's money that's just existing anywhere that never gets used. You know, there's money that gets wasted so much. Like when I used to work for the government, we sometimes used to take a helicopter into town instead of driving just for fun. You know how much that costs taxpayers? $15,000. Okay? Completely unnecessary. So I want you to think about that. That everything that you want, it's a lot easier than you realize. It just needs a little bit of tweaking in your subconscious mind. And then maybe one day you'll end up somewhere beautiful like this place. Woo-hoo. I'm gonna go get my coffee. I don't like to walk around videotaping or talking to a camera because this is a small town that I live in. And some people, like, they're obsessed with like YouTubers and influencers, like, oh my God, you do that? But like, and I've heard some people like at the border, they'll be like, what do you do for a job? Are you coming here to make money? And they're like, no, I'm a YouTuber. And they're like, oh my God, let me see your channel. Sure, go on through. But then there are other policemen who are like, don't film anything. Give me your camera and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I haven't had any problems with the people or the police here, even though this city has been listed as one of the most dangerous in the world numerous times over. I'll talk about that in the future. So yeah, I don't like to be walking down the street with my phone out like this. I'm not doing it. I'll just come to the park and talk to you all. You can hear the trees and the birds and see the beautiful flowers. I wanted to film this without my glasses on, showing off my beautiful almond-shaped Indian eyes. My eyes are huge. They look so small with these glasses on, but you know what? Like, I can't be perfect for videos, you know? I can't. Otherwise, it just won't get made, as we've all seen. And these are the kind of videos that inspired me at the beginning, that got me going on my journey, on my channel. People who are just like, yep, I'm making a video and uploading it, and I'm going to sell something, I'm going to make money, and I'm going to live my life, instead of me like sitting there trying to edit to perfection, trying to make sure my makeup was perfect, my hair was perfect, and I didn't have my glasses on. This is how I am, you know, I'm not perfect. I like to pretend like I'm perfect. I like to look really good sometimes, but you know what? I need to incorporate these videos into my day-to-day life. And yeah, here we are. I think it's worth it. Oh gosh. Gosh, it's a beautiful day. Look. I'm thinking of going to the beach this week. I always tell myself, I'm gonna go to the beach. And then I don't actually do it. I just get lazy. Then I'm gonna go to the beach. Oh, this background would be nice for the thumbnail. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Yeah, let me do my cute smile. Okay, there you go. Cute smile. Thanks so much for watching. Leave me a comment and a like below. Help me get my videos back in the algorithm, please. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Let's end with more mangoes. Look at these. Look how many mangoes there are here. There's like 200, look. And these ones are starting to turn red and orange. Look. Look at this, it's unbelievable. Look at this abundance.